Welcome back to today's video, folks. Avatar here. And if you're like me, you're probably getting pretty annoyed of high impact pulse rifles and every single person using them, and it's been going on for far too long. And didn't you want to go back to the target lock meta of Immortal? That's what's going to happen, folks. Let's get into today's update with first Crucible general fixes. They fix an issue where ability kills could generate a special ammo brick. Nobody told me that, so that would have been cool to have. Next, they fixed an issue in Vesper's host, which is probably the most exciting thing in this entire blog post, apart from high impacts getting nerfed. Ranix Unified, they fixed an issue where the Hunter Shadow Shot Super actually works now. So basically, if you've been living under a rock, we've not been able to use Shadow Shot in Vesper's host this entire time since launch. Especially during Ranix, it was causing the game to crash. So they've now re-enabled it, reduced the number of servitors during boss DPS, and adjusted the health. Long story boring, Shadow Shot's back on the menu, so I'm super excited to jump onto Vesper's host this weekend, have a Shadow Shot Tether and Behemoth Titan, and just see how fast we can one-phase this boss. So, see you in the fire team, guys. That means jump into the stream. Enjoy my fire team so we can play together. Gameplay and investments. Exotic armor. This is another one that kind of crushed us Titans. Stoicism has been nerfed with Crest of Alpha Lupi using Thruster specifically. When using Thruster, it now only gives you 30 health points. When using the normal Crest of Alpha Lupi Exotic, only gives you 60 health points when using Thruster. It's still going to function the same with Barricade, but with the super short cooldown that Thruster had compared to Barricade, I do understand the nerf, but man, it felt good to play Titan and to feel like a Hunter for once and have Wormhusk type healing. Anyways, that's been nerfed. Kind of a bummer, but including exotic changes, Balladorsi. Anyways, that stilly little arm gauntlet that was exotic on Warlocks that was causing the insane damage against bosses when using Winter's Wrath and the Shatter Damage. Balladors are back on the menu. Mantle of Battle Harmony, they fixed an issue where the perk could extend the Song of Flame duration in the super, which is wild to think about. Wish I had known about that this entire time because I would have been running nothing else. Sounds like your just Song of Flame lasted forever, but that's been fixed. Storm Dancer's Brace has been fixed, so now it actually will refund super energy when you're Transcendent before you go into your super. If you didn't know, if you pop Transcendence, basically, I didn't scroll down. I'm sorry. Basically, you weren't getting your super energy back when you were Transcendence before you popped your super. Hunter Celestial Nighthawk, though, has been fixed. So gone are the days of 5 golden guns and 1 DPS phase against Puppeteer when using Celestial. It no longer gets the roaming super buff that I accidentally got. In general fixes, they fixed the issue where Iron Intent armor set was not getting the Iron Lord's Pride intrinsic perk. They fixed an issue where Solar Weapon Boost ×4 was unable to be applied to exotics with Mantle of Battle Harmony, Foe Tracer, Path of Burning sets to weapons other than Two-Tailed Fox. So for those that did use Two-Tailed Fox with those 3 exotics, you were the only ones getting a buff. All 3 of you. In general, they fixed an issue where the Dacio manufacturer extends a heartfelt apology to Guardians for this error. I said that twice. Anyways, weapons, archetypes. Sidearms are getting a little bit of a buff. Heavy bursts have been increased their body shot damage from 30 to 33, while increasing the crit damage from 48 to 52.8. General submachine guns, 10 to 15% magazine increase, depending on their rate of fire and the size. Not bad, not crazy. It's going to be a couple shots here and there. High impact pulse rifles now require 6 crits on all resilience levels above 1. So if you're the one person playing at 0, you're excluded from this conversation. Basically, they've reduced the body shot damage from 22 to 21.5, and then they've reduced the crit damage from 39.6 to 38.7. So enough of a change to make it viable to where you have to hit all crits on resilience 1 and above. Lightweights have been increased a little bit, which is cool to see. So Shattering Bone, Bad Juju, Outbreak Perfected, all those back on the menu. Increase the body shot damage from 17 to 20.4, pretty hefty bump. And they increased the crit damage from 31.45 to 31.6. So a little bit more forgiving on the body shot side of things. Scout rifles, they have increased the body shot of lightweights up to 38, previously from 32. And they've increased the crit damage from 31 Sorry, from 64 to 64.6. So nothing crazy on that one. Auto rifles, rapid fires have been increased from 13.5 to 13.6 on body shot, 23 to 23.1 on crit damage. So nothing crazy on that either. Hand cannons, though, precisions are getting a little bit of love with intrinsic hand cannons. And the precision frames are now going to reduce your ADS movement speed penalty by 10%. So a little bit of a movement buff on that one, which is cool to see. Snipers, as much as we need more love on those, they reduce the camera roll opponent on flinch against players by 20%. So nothing crazy, but it might be noticeable if you're sniping all the time. And heavy ammo grenade launchers, they reduce self-damage by 50%. I could have used that yesterday. If you were in my stream and you saw me blow myself up so many times with chill inhibitor because it self-inflicting damage. Nice little change. We like that. So, perks. Skulking Wolf now works in Iron Banner, which is good to see. Don't know what they were thinking when they launched it without it having a PvE thing. I said Iron Banner, I meant PvE. Anyways, back to the thing. Basically, it's going to get the mana core treatment, so enemies are going to be less accurate after you shoot them when that perk is active. Target lock, they reverted the change from update 7.3.5. Don't know why, but target lock's back on the menu. And we checked it out. We tried out an Immortal tonight, and it's nasty. It's back. So we traded high impact pulse rifles for target lock Immortals. Going back to Season of Defiance. Love it. Exotics. Graviton Lance has been reverted back to 300 RPM. Whisper of the Worm reduced camera roll of component flinch against players by 50%, making it more viable in PvP. And Ace of Spades, they fixed an issue where Firefly was putting out kinetic damage instead of solar damage. So just a nice little quality of life change. Plus, better that it's actually solar now. It's weird that it wasn't. In general, they fixed an issue where Scavenger's Fate was unintentionally receiving Demolitionist. That perk has now been replaced with Slide Shot, or Enhanced Slide Shot if it was the Enhanced Demolitionist perk. I deleted every single roll of Demolitionist Scavenger's Fate that I had, which sucks because I probably had a good roll with closing time on the other column, but I digress. And they fixed an issue with Omniscient Eye Sniper Rifle. Didn't have access to Enhanced Precision Instrument at the crafting table, so that's been fixed. Fixed an issue where the Season of Arrivals version of Criminal's Dagger had incorrect stats. I don't know if it functioned with incorrect stats or it just was a visual bug. Anyways, that has been fixed. And lastly, they fixed an issue where Harmony and Discord perks were being activated by certain abilities or getting into a vehicle. Random bugs I didn't know about. Probably didn't know about them either. And then platforms and systems, so just quality of life changes, updates, fixes. They fixed an issue where audio the audio was cutting out during some cinematics, and then they finally fixed the guitar frequency errors that have been happening across many destinations and activities. So a lot of cool changes that were today. Most notably, obviously, the Vesper's host having Tether be viable and actually usable in the dungeon again is going to make for some insane fun plays and actually builds that people have wanted to be doing. So I'm excited to check those out this weekend. Nerf to high impact pulse rifles is going to feel pretty good. It's still going to be good. If you're good with them, if you can hit your shots, it's still going to be a viable, really good option. But my Immortal's just been sitting in my vault, my 5 out of 5. It's just been sitting there for a long time now. And it's finally back. So that's it for today's update. If you enjoyed it, or if you already read it and you didn't make it this far, at least we know things together now. Feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new. Anyways, check us out. Check us out on our Discord and our Twitch. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you all in the next one.